Well, we got a lot to talk about tonight. There's going to be some Hammond collection stuff. There's Lego Jurassic out there. We've got Universal, Hollywood, Orlando, Texas, all kinds of stuff to talk about tonight. I am Brad Jost, and as always, this is Let's Talk Jurassic. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Let's Talk Jurassic live stream here from the Jurassic Park Podcast. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. There's a lot to discuss. Some things that I definitely probably left off the list that I am not remembering because I'm like, there's a lot of stuff to discuss. And now I forgot like most of it. And luckily I was able to find a few things. If there's anything we're missing, if there's any interesting piece of news you want to talk about tonight, let me know in the chat. Hit us up, hit the live chat right there and tell me what kind of things do you want to discuss tonight, because there's so much currently happening in the world of Jurassic. It almost feels like suspicious. It feels suspicious. Is something happening? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yes, we've got a lot to talk about tonight, and let's start off by saying hi. I didn't get a chance to share this one around just yet, and my stream settings and everything are all over the place because I've been doing a bunch of other projects and I had to rearrange things. But let's shout out some people here. We've got two people in the live chat so far. But what's up, Jurassic Souls? How's it going? Good to have you back here, man. Always love seeing you in the chat room there. And then of course we have Jawsome Jason in the chat as well. Hello and good evening, Brad and Jurassic community. Watched Rebirth and Jurassic World again. Enjoying Jurassic fandom with my son. Also went back to listening to the Jurassic podcast from the very beginning. Heck yeah, that's awesome. I really appreciate that. Going back and listening, enjoying, these these movies, with your son and the entire fandom. That's a really cool thing. That is very cool. I think that, that's why I started this show specifically, not necessarily the live streams, but the podcast itself was really just a place for families to gather around and listen and talk about Jurassic, and that's why I started it. So I'm glad you're appreciating again and listening with your son there as well. And yeah, you guys are having a great conversation here about listening to in general, and Steven as well. That's awesome. Yeah, they're all great. So what are we talking about tonight? Like I said, there's a lot of things on the schedule. I actually just came across another one that I knew there was something else I wanted to discuss. So we've got Beyond the Gates stuff. We've got new Mattel reveals, tons of Lego to talk about. We got I don't even know. There's so much to discuss. So why don't we start over on our website real quick before we get anywhere too deep. JurassicParkPodcast.com. We finally released part 2. I don't know why I said finally. It hasn't been that long. Part 1 was last week. And part 2 is this week of Dino Score, the music of the Jurassic Park franchise with Caleb Burnett. And we have been diving fully into the score for Jurassic World Rebirth. I am so excited to have been doing this with him. We've been talking about it for like months now, and it was like I kept putting it off because I didn't necessarily feel super connected with the movie first off, and then I also was like struggling with the score itself. Like I hadn't really taken a lot of time to enjoy it, and since I did, like once I started really getting into it, because Caleb was like, hey man, do you want to do it? And I'm like, I'm not ready yet. And he hit me up a few months later. Hey, what do you think? You want to do it now? I'm like, I don't know. A few months later, finally, I'm just like, all right, we're doing it. And I finally started to dive into it. And I think it's really made a big difference in my viewing of Jurassic World Rebirth. And I really, really, really enjoy the score. I think it's pretty great now. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this posted here. So please go over to the website and go check out part 2. Part 1 is also on there, 433, episode 433, and then part 2 is on there as well. And part 3 will be coming next week. But there's that, so please go check out those episodes. And then, of course, we've got Monarch Legacy of Monsters. We did a recap, myself and Tom Jurassic, talking all about Season 2, Episode 3. And it's a great episode, and there's some really cool stuff that happens in this one. So I don't know if you're keeping up with the Legacy of Monsters, but it's a fantastic show, and I'm really digging it. And, of course, I don't know, I always keep starting with season, but Episode 4 is coming this Friday, so stay tuned for a recap there as well. And, yeah, I'm trying to get this posted real quick. Let me just type this out real quick. But how is everybody else doing? I've been recording so much stuff recently, it's been like out of control. I'm very tired. Almost there. This is what happens when you start late. I literally ran down here because we were out doing some things tonight, and I didn't get a chance to prepare everything ahead of time. So that's what I'm doing right now while we're doing it live, you know. But I want to give a shout out, of course, to Jurassic Souls. Thank you for the super chat. You said, I love the recent HC and Funko reveals. Oh yeah, Funko. There we go. We got to do that too. There's Funko. I'm gonna throw that on the list. And you said, and the actors have been doing a fun job at Universal Hollywood. Yes, absolutely. They've been doing fantastic. The Malcolm, everybody is so good. Like there's Malcolm, there's Hammond, there's Dr. Wu, and Dennis Nedry, and they are all so good. But yes, so that's all right. That's posted there. I meant to share it somewhere else, but I forgot. All right. So let's start with our first topic here tonight, and that is going to be... We're going to start with Lego. I'm going to put the headphones on, and we're going to dive into some of the reveals and things that they've shown off. Let me give this a little refresh, and we'll head back over to Lego. I have buttons for this stuff, yes. All right, let's check this out. Oh, I have to play through. And I have to hit volume, of course. We've got Dennis Nedry bringing his Lego set into the Jeep. Assembling the Jeep. That's not the right Jeep. But look at that. Oh my god. That Dilophosaurus legitimately got me. I thought there was a Dilophosaurus in my office. That's crazy. Hey man, adults welcome. This dude, they kept like panning the Dilo sounds to like the left and the right, and the one right before the attack hit my right headphone, and I legitimately, you watch back, I went like this, thinking that there was something over here. But let's talk about this Lego set because it's a pretty great looking Lego set. I know the the Jeep owners out there probably have some qualms in it, but for somebody like me who doesn't necessarily care about the ins and outs of all those kinds of things, I'm usually pretty okay with like what the dinosaurs look like, what the vehicles look like. The whole red stripe issue a few years ago that was like, it felt more blatant, and it just didn't look right. Something about it didn't look right. But to me, this looks pretty great. I've got no real issues with it. I know people, whether it was this one or the Hammond Collection one, it was like there's issues for everybody, I think, there, as far as like what they expect to see on these Jeeps, whether it's lights, the coloring, the winch working or not, the roof cover, and everything. So for me, though, it looks pretty great. I am very excited to see this. I think this looks awesome. So for me, this would be a definite pickup, I believe. And even in that video, there's a nice tease for the other set that's coming, which is pretty cool. And that is over here. And this is the dinosaur fossil, the latest one that's been revealed. And as we're watching it be uncovered in the dirt, that's just fantastic. Like, I love this reveal. It's a wonderful video. Both of these, such great videos. Having this be uncovered with all those like mini dots, like, that's so cool. And Jerry Harding, dude. How you going to go ahead and have Jerry Harding in there? Love it. Love it. That's pretty awesome. I really want to see how this scales with the T-Rex. I assume, it's a scalable size, but that's pretty cool. And I think if you listen back to our 2026 episode where we kind of talked about, what's going to come this year, there were a few Lego sets on the schedule there for us to discuss, and nothing was revealed at that time, but we did kind of assume that like a trike would probably be one of them. I think if you go back and listen to that, I'm pretty sure we did talk about that. But yeah, trike, nice obvious choice there. And that is definitely a pickup. But yeah, this one's definitely going to be less expensive than the other one, so I'm excited to pick this one up for sure. And I just love this reveal in the dirt like that. That is so cool looking. I want to do that myself. Just collect as many brown like little dot pieces and just throw them all together and just dig through fossils like that. That's so awesome. Yeah. So there we go. That's that one. And then there's some more Lego sets to discuss. Yeah, so let's take a look at these. Sneak peek at upcoming 2026 Lego Jurassic World sets. This comes from the site Jay's Brick blog. I don't really know much about where these images came from, so don't fault me there. But, we've got 4 different sets here to discuss. And 4, there's 3. I forget how many sets. They're split up weird. I don't remember what I think it's 3, I guess. Yeah, so we've got the Spinosaurus, JP3 Spinosaurus there, with, I'm assuming it comes with the Grant and, what's his name? Billy. And I love that. That's pretty cool. Kind of like the deleted scene-esque kind of stuff here with the dirt bike and all that for Alan Grant, giving us some Owen vibes as well. And yeah, I know a lot of people are having a lot of hang-ups with the brick-built aesthetic here for this Spinosaurus. That's, I guess that's a fine qualm to have, just because for the most part, a lot of the dinosaurs that we do have within the Lego Jurassic series are all molded dinosaurs. Like if you look at that mini T-Rex, the Velociraptors, Pteranodon, they're all like molded into those creatures, right? So this is a brick-built one. I don't know how many brick-builts there are total, but like I can think of at least 4 off the top of my head, with this being one of them. I think, yeah, this being one of them. There was a T-Rex one that I know came with the Explorer set, that like flipped over diorama. I have that one. And I don't know, did a T-Rex come with the park gates? I don't remember if there was one with the park gates. Maybe not. There's also like Bumpy, and then there was Dolores. So those ones looked great. I had no issues with those. The T-Rex one, it's not a full, complete, perfect rendering of the T-Rex when it's all together, but like whatever, it looks fine. It looks cool, and it definitely fits that size of a set too. So I don't know. It doesn't look like this one is going to come with like that base. I really wish it would, because that base that comes with the Jurassic Park set with the Explorers flipped over, and maybe only one of them flipped over. I don't know, but that one's really cool. And I love those sets that have the encased like black seal around them and the like logos and stuff like that. I have 3 of those sets. I've got the Jurassic Park one, I've got the Jaws one, and I've got the Indiana Jones one. So, hey, I would love more of those. I really dig those. But that's the first batch right there. The second one is this T-Rex capture vehicle thing, and also the ATV. It looks like we've got Claire and Ian Malcolm, I'm assuming there. Is that a... Yeah, okay, sure, why not? And a baby, like, juvenile T-Rex. I love that in the canon of Lego, the dinosaurs are, like, really into hot dogs. So she's, trying to corral this T-Rex with a hot dog. Gotta love that. The other set is essentially just identical to this one. Does this button work? Yes, it does. It's just this exact, like I said, it looks like, with the logo. Instead of down here, it's like it's up here somewhere, over here. But yeah, it's essentially this exact set, it looks like. So let's see, here's the, how can I, yeah, so for you guys, it looks like this. And then let me go back to that page, which was that Lego. Boom, there we go. Yeah, you can see it's like pretty much the same. That same kind of thing. So it's a neat little set. I don't really, it's not my favorite ones. But yeah, there's that one. And then we also have this one that has Owen and a helicopter with a Pteranodon. And we've got also Kayla Watts and some raptors down there. And it looks like a little, some sort of little structure-y kind of thing in the background. So yeah, those are cool. They look fun. There's others out there, I believe, but we'll save those for another time. But hey, we're getting a lot of stuff. So far, this is like, what, 5 sets or so with, with these and everything. That's a lot of reveals in the past week. And then, let me go back over here because I did not bring this one up, but let me bring up this one, because we also did get the return, which I knew they wanted to do this, right? I knew they wanted to make me look like an absolute idiot. They had to go and do that, because if we want to replay it, I don't have the audio on hand, but last week, somebody in the chat had asked, hey, are they doing Beyond the Gates again? And I said, doesn't seem like it. It really doesn't seem like it, because I was told at New York Toy Fair by a Mattel rep that it sounded like there was nothing happening with Beyond the Gates. That it sounded like it was kind of dead in the water. The guy had heard nothing about it in a way that had sounded like nothing's going on. Not, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure. Not in that way. But so they wanted to definitely make me out to be completely wrong, because legitimately the next day they're like, hey, guess what? Beyond the Gates is back. Okay? So Beyond the Gates is back, and here it is, the Creator Edition. Neems is back there, and they've got a completely new format this time around. So this time, they're not just doing it from their homes or out in the woods or wherever. They're actually doing it on like a pre-built set out on the back lot, I think, at Universal, and it was a very nice set, very cool. And they also did reveal this one, which we've talked about before. But this is the Indoraptor, and actually it doesn't have a specific name. The Jurassic World Legacy Collection Reimagined Indoraptor. It's got some real feel in there, and boy, that's an awesome one. I love this figure. I think it's a cool figure. It's a wild figure. It's got that blue tone on the top with the black body, and then the gold in there as well. I actually really like this. The red eyeball. It's a cool figure, and if it's got that real feel, like touch to it, I love those kinds of figures. They're awesome. And every chance I get, I'm grabbing the real feel ones. I always want to see like how do they feel compared to older toys and to each other. So this one's an awesome one. I love that they're still giving love to the Indoraptor. I think it's a fantastic creature, and the fact that we're getting new variants in gold and blues and all that stuff, it just looks so darn cool. I'm totally into this. So real feel Indoraptor. Let's see what's going on with the pre-order. Is it still available? Is it not? Let's see. Oh, it's on sale, guys. It's on sale. If you want it for $7 off, you can go ahead and grab that one. That's crazy. Literally 1 week later, they're like, hey, it's on sale. We got everybody that first day. But guess what? You can get it for cheaper now. And this arrives May 27th through June 1st. So not too far away. We don't have to wait super long for this one. And I imagine you will be able to pick this one up. I reimagine that you will be able to pick this one up in stores sooner than that, because that's typically how it works. But let's expand this real quick, see if we can get some nice shots here. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. As always, the page turns when I'm not trying to get it to turn. Yep. Of course, it will not let me move it over. There you go. I do like the reimagined collection. It didn't really sound like this collection has a lot of legs other than like when the retailers want it. And hopefully it sounds like they want it at least. So we've got one right here at least. So the reimagined lives on. Jurassic World Legacy Collection reimagined there. And definitely a cool one. So I'll be picking this one up. I dig the Indoraptor. But outside of Beyond the Gates returning and Mattel trying to make me look like an idiot, we also have, let's see, let's go here maybe? Yeah, okay, so Collect Jurassic has this image up. I didn't know where to look for it otherwise, but thank you to Collect Jurassic for the images. And we've got another Jeep. Now this is also Hammond Collection. And this is a first, right? We've got a lot of Hammond Collection stuff. We've got some random materials here and there, like different little set pieces and things. And now we're finally getting vehicles. And this is a Jurassic Park vehicle. So straight from the first movie, kind of. And we've got humans to go with it from that first movie. We've certainly had our fair share of pretty much, I think, most of the characters from that first movie. Like, for the most part, I think most of them have been released in Hammond Collection. So you can go ahead, stock it with some humans that you have laying around from the good old days when Hammond Collection used to do humans and Coraline and whatever else. There used to be a lot more humans. But hey, at least we have some to throw into this. This looks cool. I know a lot of people are, again, upset about this one. Jurassic Vic right there says, with lights, I'm about to crash out. Are the numbers interchangeable? I forget. Look, here's the thing. I don't remember. I think it's like 15 maybe. Is the one with lights? I don't know. That stuff doesn't matter to me, but I understand that it would matter to somebody who is a collector of these things, like specific film accurate kind of. This is film accurate enough to me, and I know some things are interchangeable, like I believe the lights, you can take them off and stuff like that. But I understand if you want to replicate things, especially if somebody like Vic, who wants to recreate these vehicles in person in real life, needs to get those details perfectly flawless. I can understand how this would be upsetting to see, but you know what? It looks great to me, despite the numbers being wrong or whatever the case is there. It's a cool looking vehicle. I don't really understand why the winch doesn't work. I do believe they had a working winch. It wasn't like the best or anything, but it was a working winch back on one of the other releases. I don't know. Oh. So yeah, I actually, here, let me just grab this real quick. So sometimes you just have to look around your collection and see what you got laying around. To me, it doesn't necessarily look all that different. You know, I just picked it up by the roof, so it's coming off a little bit. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But yeah, let's compare and contrast here, because it doesn't look super different, like enough, but like I can imagine when you have it in your hands, you're going to be like, oh yeah, That's going to be a big difference. So, look at the lights. The lights are, I don't know if I can like zoom this on a little screen. Let's see if I can. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. I want to zoom that. I wanted to zoom. Oh, here, let's take this one. There we go. All right, so yeah, you can see the lights definitely are different here. We don't have that big circular kind of cord thing that goes over here, and whatever the pole is right there. The winch is a different color here. And the lights are stickers on this. I don't know what the lights really are like on this one. The window's probably a little bit clearer, maybe. But like, the wheels are probably, I would assume they're like rubbery wheels, hopefully, and they have like graphics like the names on the side, which is nice. The step down here is black, which this one is not. Handle, like, there is better paint application, which is like all the black touches that are around this, whether it's these pieces here, this stuff here, some windshield wipers, handlebars and things like, what's that? Door, dude, why can't I not think of the name of that thing? Door handle. I'm like, what is the name of that, bro? I forgot. I only open one every day. But yeah, there's little touches that are very different. The lights down here look a little bit nicer. But is it different enough? That's the question, I feel like. You're going to have to just wait and see with that. Is the body going to be different enough feeling? Or is it going to be just basically the same kind of thing? I don't know. Hopefully the interior maybe is a little bit nicer. I'm not too sure. But this is definitely an interesting one. Now I got to zoom myself out because I'm like obviously way too close up now. Now I can't even figure out how to oh, there it is. There we go. So yeah, so I think like it does look very cool for me, and obviously has like nice little touches that make it a better vehicle than the original core Jeep. But yeah, I can understand people being upset with it. But there's that. So that's the Mattel portion. So we've gotten through a handful already. Got through the Lego. Got through the Mattel. What else can we talk about? Let's hit the chat real quick because I know people have been talking. And I know I got to give a shout out here as well. Super chat shout out to Jawsome Jason again. What's up, dude? You said, I watched a few videos of the Jurassic World through the ERAS at Universal Hollywood today, and they did a good job of showing all the displays. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the super chat, because you make stuff happen on this channel. Every time anybody gives a super chat, it helps, because you got to pay for this streaming software that half the time doesn't work right. It's frustrating. I need a new computer to make this whole thing operate, because I was trying to record with somebody, which will be an episode coming up soon. There was all kinds of technical issues. I don't understand how I'm doing this for 11 years, and there's like literally still like technical issues all the time. It's like I have no idea how to actually do this. But thank you, Jason, and Jurassic Souls again. But let's go back, because I know there's other chats happening here. But Big Cheese, let's go back to you. Hey, from Australia. Great to catch the live stream. Tara Thomas says, what was the biggest unanswered scene in the franchise? Unanswered scene. What was the biggest unanswered scene? Well, I mean, honestly, the biggest unanswered scene, I think, is the Barbasol can, right? That scene obviously felt like it was going somewhere. It felt like, oh, we're going to foreshadow the future. The sequel, and nothing came from that at all. I mean, I can say at all, but like, we did get Camp Cretaceous, did have like dodged and like stumble across it, apparently, I think, in that show. That was kind of like didn't really love that. And of course the canister did show up in Jurassic World Dominion, but there needs to be a better story there. I think you can kind of erase that little detail there and just kind of, it's okay to believe everything else that happens, if you want. But I feel like you could erase that little detail and be like, let's just move on from there. Just like if you want to consider Jurassic Park the game canon, it's technically not. It's, there's a lot of things that kind of break canon there. But like if you want to pull and choose like certain things, I think that's okay too. But you have to understand if you're getting into a debate with somebody, it's like you can't just bring up like, well, Jurassic Park the game or, something like that. But like at least for Camp Cretaceous, Chaos Theory, there's things you could nitpick, I think, but like, you have to kind of believe that they are canon, so there's nothing to tell us otherwise. But yeah, so unanswered scene though, I feel like the Barbasol can, which still could get answered in a better way. I'm gonna leave it up to Jurassic Park Survival to do that for us. So that video game that's gonna be coming out probably in the future in another year, but like that one has the opportunity to be at that moment where the canister was left in the mud and obtain it, get it back. That would be the best thing. And even if they wanted to, which I'm just thinking of this now, but let's say, I don't remember specifically, they probably were. So if you opened up the canister in Camp Cretaceous, I'm assuming the vials were all still in there. Well, let's just say that it wasn't. I forget what we actually saw in Dominion. Let me see if I can look that up real quick. Dominion Barbasol can. Because I forget what it looked like. Yeah, so here they are opening it. So I do think it got opened in Camp Cretaceous. Of course, there's no images of like what that looked like. Of course, I googled like Dominion, but it gave me mostly Camp Cretaceous stuff. I'm not even showing you. I meant to be showing you. My bad. Yeah, so here we go. So yeah, I guess that was Dominion. So there's really not anything happening there, right? It's just the canister. But again, I don't really remember. Did they open it? Does anybody remember if they actually opened it and showed us the vials? But like in my mind, like you could still make it kind of work by saying that in this video game, Dr. Maya Joshi, or I think that's her name, right? Maybe she finds it in its original location at the Jeep, and she takes the vials but like discards the can or something, and then the can gets left and covered in mud again somewhere else down the line, and like that's where Dodgson finds it. It's not complete, right? It's missing the vials. I feel like there's still a story that could be done there. So, and even in Camp Cretaceous, it didn't necessarily like look like that same area where the Jeep was and where the sign would have been and all that stuff. I don't remember it looking the same in Camp Cretaceous. So it'll be a good opportunity to say, hey, she brought it with her and then it busted open and she, lost the vials or pocketed the vials, but like left the canister. So there's an opportunity there to do something like that. But yeah. I would say that's the most unanswered question. And am I gonna watch Godzilla x Kong Supernova? Absolutely, obviously. I'm a huge fan of those movies, and with myself and Tom doing the Monarch Legacy of Monsters like TV recaps, like I mentioned over here. I'm not sure if you saw that, but we do these recaps, and we're huge fans, so we'll do a review on the podcast, so you can check that out when that movie actually comes out in like next year or something like that, right? I think there is already like an umbrella. I think a company named Eric or something. I think that's them. I think they have an umbrella that is the Dilophosaurus. So maybe they were just using that umbrella. But yeah, That's probably where they got it from, at least. And yes, Sekvi, I'm not sure how you say that. But yes, I have followed the controversy. I know there's a lot of hate towards a lot of those figures, but I'm fine with them. You know, there's like some that I don't really care about, but other than that, like, I'm totally fine with them. I know, like, a lot of people dislike the Indominus. I'm perfectly fine with it. I don't think the colorings are wrong at all. I really don't. The head, I know a lot of people have issues with the head and like the size and stuff like that, so that doesn't bother me. But the Scorpius, love it. I know the Mutodon looks a little silly, doesn't really exactly look like what we got in the movie. Even the Dilophosaurus, like, it's a little different, but like still looks cool. Both of those still look cool. The Hypsilophodon, like, I don't really care about that necessarily. And Dolores, I do really like that one, so I'm definitely down on that one. But yeah, I know there's controversies there, but I think they're pretty cool, and I'll pick up most of those, to be honest. So, yeah. And yeah, a few of those sets are definitely for younger viewers. So, like, not viewers, you know, younger kids to play with these ones. Absolutely. For sure, the final two sets there. With Owen and Kayla and Claire and Malcolm. Those ones are definitely going to be like the younger audience, that's for sure. I don't know what the typical, I like forget what the typical ranges are, but like we'll say 4+ and then like 7+ or something like that, probably for the other, and then the other ones will be like adult sets. Yeah, both of those I think are like adult sets, like 18+ or whatever. But yeah. Yeah, Nedry Jeep 18. Sure. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't follow that stuff. I don't really care about the numbers on Jeeps. I never have. It's never been like a concern of mine. I've never really bothered to learn about it. Yeah, you know, I forget actually what the Telltale game did. I know that they had that, what was her name? Nima or something like that, like part of a crew of people that came to, I think they were coming to retrieve it, right? So I feel like that would, you know, that was a great idea for sure. What vehicle? I mean, hey, what vehicle do you want me to do next? Or do I want them to do next? Obviously the Explorer. Like, I definitely would want the Explorer. And then Mercedes from Lost World, and even like the tracker vehicles and stuff like that from the Lost World would be great. Yeah, and the Cans Fate is definitely the biggest. I don't know what else, like, unanswered. I guess like there's a lot of unanswered stuff. I think Jurassic Park 3 has, like, you know, what else was happening? Like, you know, what else were they cooking up on Ingen's list kind of thing? Where did the Spinosaurus come from? Where did it go? What's going on with that? And then, of course, throughout Jurassic World, I felt like there were ties between characters that I wanted more reveals for, like who was on the phone, who was that Papa John guy talking to, and you know, so there's things like that are like connections that I really would have loved throughout the Jurassic World era. So yeah, there's a handful of things that I think you know, would be cool. Just use the Kenner vehicles. You know, I that's what I love about like the Reimagined collection, is the fact that they're able to take those kind of Kenner vehicles and redo stuff like they did with they did it with two vehicles, right? They did it with the Jeep, which I have right there, and then the other one, which I also have right there. Can't get that one. That one here. Let me grab this one real quick. So this one is a little bit different. I got toys all over this place. Oops. Oh yeah, I forgot that he's in there. Oh, look at that. I forgot the hood looks like that because it's been sitting like up on my shelf, so I don't really get to look at that part. But like, I really like the details on this one. This one looks cool. And this like tries to replicate that kind of Kenner look and vibe, which I think it does a decent job. It's retaining that Mattel vibe, but also still adding a splash of Kenner, which is pretty cool. And here's the difference here. This one's number 27. So that's cool. But yeah, I think I got 3 different Jeeps on my desk here. What the heck is going on? I got so many Jeeps. What am I doing? I don't know where to put him. Dropping stuff, Pachycephalosaurus down, or whatever this one was. Draco Rex, I don't know. No, that one's the. I don't even remember what the name of that one was. Stiggy Moloch, maybe. I don't know which one this is, but anyway, we've got more to talk about. So let's go over to the site again, and we are going to go straight over here. I'm going to put the headphones back on and get the music back down again, because we are going to go out to Universal Hollywood. There's a lot of stuff happening. And here we go. Inside Universal has a great rundown, I guess, of all the things. So we've been wondering for a while what is going on here, and it's still confusing. Still not sure. Hey, I'd love to see this vehicle. This was one of the all-time great toys, that Hummer. And we've got the Rex that's just been making its rounds for a long time now. Looking great. It's another Lost World vehicle, right? There we go. So, from all these shots outside of this area before it was opened, like, it looked smaller than it actually is, but now that it's opened, it's like, whoa, this is actually pretty huge. Huge spot. Spinosaurus, of course, looking just splendid. Splendid. Got the vehicle there, the Mercedes-Benz. We got a Brachiosaurus. I was right, I called that for sure. I was like, there's definitely a Brachiosaurus covered up over there. Hey, look, another Jeep, guys. Number 29. 29? And then we've got the JP3 riverboat there with a Velociraptor on top. So you two dig up dinosaurs? We try to. Anyway, getting lost. Yeah, we've got Triceratops little show there. We've got Cage over there with a Velociraptor, InGen barrels. So this tent over here just turns out to be kind of like a storage spot for the handlers to prepare the dinosaurs as they come out. But yeah, this looks pretty killer. There's like different shows. The Triceratops comes out. There's like a raptor show. We've got a gyrosphere right there as well. Did that Spinosaurus have 2 claws? I don't think so. Does it? Doesn't look like it. It looks like it has 3. Yeah, it's got 3. Can I zoom? Oh, and it reset. But yeah, there you go. That's that. But there's more. But wait, there's more. It's actually pretty fantastic. The actors that they got for this. But let's see. I don't know if this is the one where like they talk to him or not, but boy is he great. Oh my god. Sounds just like him. Crazy. So good. Like unreal how accurate that sounded. Stick around, we'll have fun. What did he say? I gotta hear that again. Stick around, have fun. Stick around, have fun. I can afford more glasses. Yeah, fantastic. And then yes, of course we've got this guy up here.
What we do here now, right, is gonna have a light effect
A wide
outside
effect.
of this place. Right?
Yes.
Kind of like this part, and the mad scientists here do not understand that, especially John.
Yeah.
Does not get that the
Not.
little things that he's doing here for Jurassic Park are going to affect everything around us, right?
They're gonna
And
affect
what do you
everything.
think? That's where the real question lies.
The mannerisms are great.
Yes. See,
Yeah.
no one could have predicted
See,
that he would have just said yes. Not me, not you, not you.
I love that so much. It's just literally like I'm just gonna like kind of riff off of things that he actually says in the movie, but like give it its own little spin and stuff. And yeah, like putting the hand up and yes, yeah. No one could have expected that he would say yes to that. Like stuff like that is so flawless. And the fact that the guy like he's giving off Jeff Goldblum from the '90s. Obviously, the sunglasses are hiding a lot of that, but man, the hair is fantastic. The outfit's fantastic. It's legitimately 98 degrees in California, and I got to give it up to this guy. Like all these guys, even the other guy who's running around, he's got 16 coats on, and this guy's wearing all black, dude. And no, that sounded weird, but like he's wearing all black, and at least he's got the chest out, right? And he is living the dream. He is living the dream. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. But that's not it. Wait, there's more. Yes, actually, don't have the other ones, but let's check out this guy because there's a neat little show. Very cool. I don't know if Universal's done this one. Like, do they do this one down near Jurassic World, the ride? I feel like I've seen stuff like that happen before. They've got a little meet and greet down there. I met probably this Velociraptor there, Blue, before. Oh, there's two actually. Who would have expected there to be two? You didn't tell me there was two. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I dig it. Hey. This feels very dangerous. Like, why are we letting guests just stand next to two loose velociraptors? Or even why are we letting ACU members stand next to them? Well, I think that guy actually got decked by that tail. There we go. Now, this is Jurassic World Through the Eras or something along those lines. I don't really have that information up, but I believe that was what it was called, right? Walking through the Jurassic World, a journey through the Eras experience on the lower lot. Now, this just randomly opened up on like, I don't know, Monday or something like that. It just randomly was like, oh, guess what? It's open from 12 to 5. Come on down. Have fun. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. We've been watching this thing for a while now and really waiting to see what's going on down there. And they just out of nowhere just open it up. Now, I don't know. I don't know if this is still open. Don't quote me on that. I have no idea. I haven't been able to keep up on whether or not it is actually still ongoing. But it could have just been like a day, a soft opening just to see how it goes before the FanFest stuff. So I'm assuming it's still going to be attached to FanFest nights because that's really what it feels like it's for. And plus, if you get that later in the day and stuff like that, you'll give the opportunity for these characters to maybe be out a little bit longer and not in the sun. But yeah, so stay tuned. Gotta wait and see. I have no idea if this is still open or not. But yeah, probably not. But if it is, great. But it looks awesome. It looks awesome. Again, I'm perplexed at why Universal just loves to toy with us. They love to toy with us with events like this. This is something that we would love to attend. We would love to be there. We would love to make plans and journey out there any way we could, but it's always tough when they're like, hey, it's open on, at noon. It's today, actually. Actually, you missed it. It already happened. So there's a lot of that when it comes to Universal events, and it's a real bummer because, like, would I love to travel out for this? Yeah, but, like, I kind of need a little bit of advance warning to go to California, buy a hotel, buy park tickets, do all that. It's kind of difficult. So, please, Universal, this is a plea from me. Don't alienate your fans. Please. Like, let them know ahead of time. Oh, an event's coming up. Jurassic's going to be included in it. You should probably be down there. Please. It's too late for this, but yeah. Would love to. Who knows? Maybe I'll have the chance, but not yet. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming, screen used maybe, but like I don't know if what it says on the plaque. There's been so many gyrospheres that I think, if there was one at Universal, it would probably be a screen used one, but there's been so many gyrospheres over the years that, like, who even knows? I have no idea. I've sat in a gyrosphere before, but it was not this one, I don't think, because it actually had the glass. I don't think this one has the glass, but yeah. Hey, Casper, what's up? How you doing? Nice to see you here. You said, when is the next Jurassic mailbag? I have no idea. I have no idea. You know why I don't know? Because nobody calls. Nobody calls the voicemail line, really. I get, like, maybe some things here and there, but for the most part, the voicemails are like, hey, do you have dinosaurs in there? Or they're like, yeah, do you know how I can return my tickets to the experience for Jurassic? And I'm like, I don't know. Or I just get pictures. I got somebody text me like 15 pictures of like Jurassic stuff. I'm like, why don't text me these pictures? This is not a texting number. I mean, I guess it is, but like, don't. It's a voicemail. And so a lot of the voicemails I've gotten are really nothing. So if anybody has voicemails, send them in. I ask all the time if people want to send in voicemails. Please do so. But it's kind of been vacant in the mailbox. So even in the email box, like, I'm not getting voicemails there. I don't know what's going on, but like maybe people don't want the mailbag to return. You might be the only one, Casper. So okay, so is that written somewhere actually? Because I know people have been saying stuff like that, but yeah, I didn't actually see it like from Universal. I have not heard it directly from Universal, unfortunately. And they're usually good about sending press releases like when things are happening. So I'm surprised they did not send one just yet. It's kind of weird, but yeah, I know a lot of people are saying it's part of the Fan Fest nights. So here we go. I do have this as well. So maybe they gave out some information, but they have not sent out press releases just yet. So Laughing Place has some information, has a knack for making you feel both on the set of a movie and thrown into the action, and Jurassic World: The Journey Through the ERAS exhibit is no exception. That feels like press release material, so I'm confused. While not officially listed as an offering for Universal Fan Fest nights, they did have signs advertising the event. It would make sense that this offering would be included in the experience, but if not, it is a great taste of what the separately ticketed event has to offer. It's set to return for the second year. Yes, it's running through April 23rd through May 16th. But yeah, they do not have it like advertised that this is going on. People have said it's a soft opening, but again, there's no like official statement. Where's that official statement? That's what I'm wondering. Because you can't find anything about Jurassic through Universal for this event just yet, which is a bummer. But do I know anything in New Zealand? Oh gosh, no. I have no idea. Was there like I feel like that brick guy, whatever that, I forget what that thing was. I did get a press release about that, which I think it's over here now. Was that ever in New Zealand? I think it was a little while ago, but yeah. But yeah, let's keep going because we got more park stuff to discuss. So let's go over here real quick since we're discussing websites and Jurassic and stuff like that. Here we go. We've got Jurassic Park River Adventure replaces old track aerial photos show. Yeah, we've got aerial photos here from BioReconstruct of, a fairly famous flight navigator over parks in Orlando, and always out there taking great pictures of the parks. And Jedi Jarvo, what's going on? No worries. They say like, oh, that the work is being done on the track, but like I didn't really see it being done on the track, so I'm not really sure. I guess maybe they just know that the track is new. It says, of note, it appears that the ride tracks are in process of being completely replaced. The images above and below show workers with a variety of metal elements working along the track around the bottom of the ride's primary descent. The new track is a vibrant green, undamaged. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, so that's what I was wondering, if this new green is like new. I mean, I guess. Does that look different than that? I guess it looks different. I don't know. It's hard to tell from up there. But sure. They're saying so. Why not? But I'm excited. I'm excited for that to be changed fairly soon. So, new track on Jurassic Park River Adventure. Now, let's go over to Instagram because we've got Universal Texas to talk about. That's not the right one. Let's go here. Yes. Okay, we've got Universal Kids Resort, which lets you embark on a one-of-a-kind journey of exploration where kids can learn about and come face to face with dinosaurs of Jurassic World, opening 2026. So there we go. There's a nice little advertisement for the Jurassic World Adventure Camp. We've seen a lot of this imagery before, but we do have a nice little video here of the section. Let me see if I can turn this down again, and we'll play through this audio, see what happens. Here's your first look.
My name is Brennan. I'm one of the raptor handlers here at Jurassic World Adventure Camp. When Sierra is full height, she's going to be able to run about 96 kilometers per hour, which is about 60
Quick.
miles per hour.
Look at that Jeep. Track there. Look at these cars. Oh, they look so good. These coaster cars look great. That's it. Very quick look, but appreciate it nonetheless. Mr. DNA gets a nice little look there. And again, it says, here's your first look at Jurassic World Adventure Camp. We're giving you a quick peek at the prehistoric excitement coming to the Universal Kids Resort, where young explorers can step into the world of dinosaurs, discovery, and adventure. So yeah, it looks fantastic. I am very excited for this. This coaster looked great. I got to get myself on this coaster with the kids. I've got 2 kids, one of which is absolutely in the age range for this one. The other one I think as well, but like maybe getting old for this kind of stuff. But I do think the coaster and stuff like that, and meeting a raptor and all that will be fantastic for him. But yeah, I am very excited for this park to open up. I cannot wait to go. It looks great, and yeah, hopefully we get a chance to go later this year. But yeah, from a Jurassic fandom wiki, it's not going to really tell you much of anything, but appreciate them putting it there. Bye, Casper. Take it easy. And Jason, you plan to call into the voicemail line sometime that I can prepare for, like the calls you used to get to introduce me, introduce me by voice and talk about when the fandom began and how it has endured the past 33 years. Absolutely. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for, right? I love when people call in and kind of give a rundown of their history with Jurassic. You know, what was it like for them growing up? What was it like, in your neck of the woods when you were a fan? That's the kind of information I love to hear about. And when I, used to do a lot of like visitor center segments, I used to, ask people that, and like, where did they come from, and what was it like? Were you the only one in your town that cared about Jurassic, or the only one in your school or wherever? Because it always felt like that for all of us. I think that like there wasn't a ton of us that were like, we're all huge Jurassic Park fans around here, bro. But yeah, I'm excited to hear what you have to say. So give a call sometime. But what else we got? Let's see. Take a look here at my stuff. Oh yeah, we were gonna take a look at. There was something here I wanted to see. I forget what it was. Let's see. I know there's Funko Pops to discuss. I don't know who has them posted, unfortunately. Oh yeah, you know what? I wanted to show off this real quick. Because this is just another inkling that like a lot is happening at the moment. So all that stuff, Beyond the Gates, Mattel, Hammond Collection stuff being revealed, which, maybe that's not part of it because it probably wasn't meant to be revealed. Lego stuff being revealed, theme park stuff getting posted constantly. The theme park thing in Orlando, that's getting changed. That's been getting changed. But the thing in Hollywood, like just popping up out of nowhere. Even like this post here, I feel like the Jurassic accounts have been very. I'm like losing my voice here. I've been very active, but we've got this that popped up. The films are upgraded with Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision for the 4 Jurassic adventures that are roaring back into our life with stunning detail and powerful sound in 4K Ultra HD. Available on disc today. So it's got Jurassic Park, The Lost World, JP3, and Jurassic World. I'm not sure why the other ones aren't a part of this. Maybe they already have that included. I would assume maybe, because of being more recent. But yeah, I don't know why they didn't include the others in this kind of promo. But hey, they've been upgraded. Go check them out, please. I don't even know what. I'm trying to think if I have like 4K versions of these movies. I think I do. But I'm not. I can't be sure. Let's see if there's a Jurassic Funko. I forget where I saw these posted. Check if I can like see it on Instagram. See if anybody has posted about it recently. Because there's actually a lot of really great stuff going on. All right, here we go. So here's some more images. Now this, I don't think I have a Funko. Which one is this? Jurassic merchandise. There we go. What's this? Funko Pop, Jurassic Park and Jurassic World full set recap. Okay, so this is all of them. Oh man, this is nice. This is a nice graphic to have. Oh man, I've got a bunch of these. These are the other ones. Let's see what else we got here. I've got like lesser of these, I think. But these do not include like the newer ones, so let's move on from there. I just wanted to take a look at that because it was interesting. But we do have the Alpha Raptor, which I was able to reveal more so from New York Toy Fair. I was posting a lot about that one. And now we've also got the baby Stegosaurus to look at. Cute. Love it. Fantastic. We've also got the Tiger Raptor, which does not want to be seen. Tiger Raptor, and Compsognathus. I love this Compy set. A 3-pack of Compies there with the tree stump. That's awesome. That is so, so cool. There's some bigger images for you. I love that. No, these are not the biddies. These are regular sized Funkos. I know they make it confusing nowadays, but these are the regular sized guys. Yeah, here's stuff from Toy Fair. I was like, did I take these? No, it's just James did. Here's some biddies though. All these ones, right? Yeah, all these ones are the biddy ones. They look cute, and I already have Alan Grant. It's not included in that, but I've already got Alan, and I've got a Velociraptor too. I have to show that one at some point, but oh, look at that. Oh, out of the box pictures, man, they look good. Love that. Very cool. Cool. Anyway, there you go. Funko Pop. Love that. Yeah, Jason, I actually have been getting nostalgic about those as well. Some of those intros, like I actually recorded with somebody the other day, and I'm like, you know what? I wanna go a little nostalgic on some of this stuff. So I think it didn't really go all in on it, but I should have. I kind of got sidetracked with a lot of other technical issues that episode. But there's a Site B coming soon, and I also do the like the old school timer thing that I used to do on a lot of those old episodes where like I would ask the rapid fire questions. So I got to do that and a Site B segment. So I'm excited for that as well. And I love it when I can at least get some of those older intros out there, so because I've shortened the show up to like just be easier to produce. So that's why I've kind of gotten rid of all those old ones. But like, I think for the 10-year anniversary, I went back to the original, and maybe not the original intro. Maybe it was like the second or third edition. I don't know. But went back to like the original intro, which was like so old school. And yeah, all the old segments, like I've got, I still have all the files right here, but yeah, let's see. Where are my files? They're somewhere here. Let me use this mouse. Audio files. And then we're going to go over to my segment transitions. Oh, I don't even remember some of these, but like, well, Amber Finds was a nice one. That was a J Jurassic one. The Audio Lab. I used to use that one quite a bit, I guess, when I'd play audio on the podcast. There's a bonus transition. I don't even know what that one was. Book Club, Chaos Theories. Oh, man, I love the Chaos Theories segment. Collector's Corner. I don't even know what that is. I think that was another J Jurassic one. I've got a creepy intro. Dino DNA, which is still getting played. Do You Remember? I think that was another J Jurassic thing. Extending... there was like extending the Jurassic universe, which was like a very short-lived segment. Extinct Scenes. I don't even know what that is. I don't remember. Wait, I don't remember. Gaming intro. There was a Hunters and Gatherers, which was the J Jurassic one. Innovation Center, which was Tom Jurassic's. Jurassic Adventures. Maybe that Jay and Ted's. Jurassic Jokes. I don't even know what that segment could sound like. Jurassic Kids, Jurassic Mailbag, Jurassic Pop Quiz, Jurassic Tracks. I didn't even know I had a segment like that. Dude, that's what happens when you have like probably 600 episodes. What do I have? I've got so many episodes. Let me take a look. How many episodes do we have total? All right, not 600. Oh, maybe. Wait. Oh, yeah. Actually, very close to 600 episodes, actually. We are at episode 583 total. So 583 episodes released with 11 years of content. I don't know, some of these segments I don't even remember. I should just play them in an episode. How about that? That's like a fun. Just me playing old audio. What's this one? The mailbag. Oh, the mailbag music. A listener transition. Here's one that just says life finds a way. Jurassic World game show. A movable feast on the way, or whatever he says, which is in every episode. The news intro. Oh man, the news one was great. Oh, news show intro and the news intro. The visitor center. Let's open up the visitor center doors. Oh, that was fun. That was a good one. Let's open up the visitor center doors. And the poll transition, which I guess I had like poll segments. I don't even remember what we talked about. Site BQ, spoilers, game trail. Oh, the game trail one's like one of the all-timer intros. That one's so good. The hatchery. I think that was Dakota Morgan's segment. Jurassic Wire again. Wait, again? Did I say that one already? Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Then the Jurassic Wire was different. That was awesome. The Missing Copies segment. I don't even know what that was. I know it was like Justin did one. But did he do a segment? I think he must have. And theme park transition. There it is. Top 5. Toy intro. Man, I had a lot of different segments. Dino Score and Jurassic Obsession. So yeah, but Jason, there's on my spreadsheet there are 434 main numbered episodes, which then there's countless bonus episodes, which becomes it should be I should count one less because of the top row, but yeah, that should still be 582 episodes total. Now there may be a handful that I've edited out along the way for reasons. I've had to edit a few out or edit a few episodes in general. But yeah, there's so many. There's so many episodes. My host hates me. I know. Anyway, since I'm losing my voice, I might as well get out of here and I'll do an episode. You've kind of inspired me to do an episode on all the old intros. That'd be a fun one. I know Dino episodes, yeah. Jennifer, yeah. I know. I love chatting with Jen and all the the older guests and stuff that haven't been around in a while. So maybe we'll come back. We'll get them all back on at some point. Maybe this year. Maybe. We'll see. But in the meantime, please go back, like I said, to our website, JurassicParkPodcast.com, and you'll find the Dino Score episode for Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, this is part 2. We've got part 1 on the feed as well, number 433, and then part 2 is 434, so go check out those 2 episodes. And, of course, our ongoing series looking at Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. We're up to episode 3 so far with our recaps, and episode 4 comes out in a few days, so go check that out on Friday when episode 4 drops. Typically, the episodes drop on Thursday night on Apple TV, and then by Friday, you can hear our recaps. So go check that out. That's a embargo date thing that Apple has, so can't drop them as soon as the show goes live. But we do have all of them on the feed, Apple Podcasts. Look at that. I don't even know what they say. They have, yeah, see, look at that. They got 585 right there, it says. So that's more than I counted. I don't know what I'm missing. I'm probably missing something on my spreadsheet, I guess. Maybe it's this like trailer thing, because I don't know if I have that. I don't even know what that is. Why is that a trailer? That's definitely not a trailer. What does that even sound like? What is that? Couldn't tell you what this is. Oh, this is for the Dino Watch podcast, which is not even on this feed. That's a secondary podcast. So go watch the go check out the Dino Watch podcast. That was a show that Tom did, but I hosted it on a different podcasting platform, so not on this feed. So you can go check out that one. That one's still out there, the Dino Watch podcast. I don't really know what's in this one. I guess that's it. It's just staticky. But anyway, that's weird. Go check out all that stuff. And then, of course, the Forcecast, where we talk about Star Wars each and every week. We are going on about the Mandalorian press tour. And go check out that episode where we dove into the Empire Magazine stuff. And last time we talked about the trailer. We're going to be talking about some other stuff this week. Stay tuned for that episode dropping soon. And then, of course, Grim Grinning Hosts. Well, I don't know what just happened there, but we did a fun episode the other day for, was it day? St. Patrick's Day? We talked about our favorite green things from around the theme parks. Any theme park out there, we just talked about our favorite green things. Very random, but go check out Grim Grinning Hosts, my other podcast talking about theme parks and pop culture. That one's a random one, but green things. We had to really get down to it and think of what are the best green things. We love hitting those hard-hitting subjects there on Grim Grinning Hosts, but go check out that. And then, if you want to, you can go over to all these other places. Where's my thing? Here it is. I got to change the color on that. But Blue Sky, if you want to follow us there. I don't really do too much over there, or Threads, but you can check out at Jurassic Park Pod over on Instagram, and myself over on Letterboxd, cataloging all of the movies that I watch. But yeah, please go check out all those things, and I'll see you around. Go call that voicemail line, 732-825-7763, or if you want to, you can leave a voicemail, voice message, on your phone, and email that over to JurassicParkPod@gmail.com, and I will play those when we get enough of them. Yeah. Oh yeah, go get a shirt. I legitimately never even talk about the fact that there is merch available. Where can I find that? I don't even know. Let's see, store, boom. Load. Look at this. You can buy some clothes. Put that on a shirt if you want. Any kind. Vintage, tall, active. I don't even know. All kinds of stuff. Look at that. Look at that shirt. There's so many kinds of shirts. How do I go back? I don't even know how to go back. Look at this. But there's also I don't know where you find them, but there's sweatshirts and things that you can do too. Because I have some. I've got a long sleeve and a sweatshirt. I've got a coffee mug. I've got stickers. Yeah, how do you find the other things? Go back to the website, because I think I made it easier to find them. Oh yeah, here, where's the website? It's back over here. But yeah, you can get pins, mugs, stickers, sweatshirts, masks, and pillows and bags, all kinds of good stuff. But you know what? There you go. I never ever promote that stuff, but there it is. Yeah. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this, and we'll see you next time, next Wednesday night. And be sure to listen to Monarch episode on Friday and the final part of of our Dino Score episode series on Monday. See you around, everybody. Have a good night.